Only a Few Swipes Left by Justin Orfanella. Recently, I found out that I still have the first MetroCard I used when I was in high school. For some reason, during the 4 years I was there, I never got a 30-day unlimited card. Instead, when my father got my monthly Metro North pass, he'd get me 4 or 5 cards for the month. I have no idea why. It's wildly inefficient and probably more expensive. Maybe we didn't know about the unlimited. After all, I was a commuter from upstate rather than a city dweller. The cards I used then were a sort of rough cardstock rather than the thin plastic they usually are. I don't know why they weren't plastic. The only thing I can think of is that it has to do with the fact that my father bought them at the ticket window at Grand Central rather than from one of the card vending machines. Because it's essentially old paper, it's definitely showing its age. The layers are starting to split, and the colors are definitely not as vibrant as they were, though they were never as vibrant as on the plastic cards to begin with, so that might not be saying much. And now, it seems, as it was with tokens before them, the time of the MetroCard is nearing its end. For a few years, the city has been working on setting up the infrastructure for the new contactless OMNY system. With its $5 fee for a new card, it's certainly a little pricey to get started, but I imagine, for many people, the longer expiration date, 7 years versus 1.5, and the ability to connect it to your bank account or refill online, thus skipping the line to refill in person like with the current MetroCard machines, will outweigh that cost. I myself have yet to try out the OMNY system. My bank is a small-town local bank that doesn't work with Google or Samsung Pay, or Apple, I assume, but I don't have an iPhone, so I won't be able to use it until I get a physical card. And I've got 2 years left on my current MetroCard, so unless they do away with the old system completely in that time, they say not until the end of 2023, but since when does anything with the MTA go smoothly? It'll still be a while before I make the switch, but I've seen some people use it, and it does seem like it's pretty reliable. When I went to Industry City with Julian, I was on the subway twice, and both times I had to swipe twice to get the turnstile to register my fare. Another day, I had to swipe 3 times. The people I noticed using OMNY had no such issues that I could see. And really, that's how it should be. The next evolution of technology should always be better and more reliable than the one that came before. I'll be the first to admit that I'm not particularly well versed in the science behind it all, but after years of working retail, I've seen people use contactless payment enough to know that it's not only faster, but more secure, given the way that it generates a card number different from the one on your physical card, which, let me tell you, can be a real pain for returns. I have to say, I'm honestly a little surprised that OMNY, or at least something similar, took so long to get made, though, as Julian notes, with the MTA being the ones behind it, it really shouldn't be a surprise. The whole concept feels similar to the Easy Pass used in cars on toll roads, although that refills itself automatically. Obviously, it wouldn't really be feasible to use that exact system. After all, it works with cameras reading it from a specific point on your windshield. But I can't imagine it would have been hard to use the same concept as a starting point. At any rate, OMNY is here now, and I'm pretty excited to try it out in 2 years.